review. Day 24, Adventure Beer Advent Calendar. It's been a journey, been an interesting journey at that. Where's the 24? Yeah, it's there. So yeah, 24 days of beer reviews. It's been interesting. We'll talk about the 24 days. Be a bit of both a review of the beer, but also really a review of the calendar in a lot of ways. So, without further ado, let's open the door. And it's a bottle. We have a bottle. Oh, yeah. So, from Charnwood, good evening. Merry Christmas to you as well. From Charnwood Brewery, good evening. Merry Christmas. It's Three Kings. And I do hope everyone's having a nice drink. Yes, I needed it. It looked bloody awful. I hate long hair because one, you have to mess about putting water in it and it just looks awful. It makes me look older. Well, now no one will look at me because they'll think I'm giving dirty looks at. Good evening, Merry Christmas. So yeah, Three Kings. Rich, warming, spicy flavours. 4.5%, very Christmassy. Colesberg export, jobs are good and drink what you drink, can't you? I mean, I slipped up last night. I did 4 reviews yesterday, but I did them on an empty stomach and I fell asleep early. Wife wasn't impressed. So tonight, 2 reviews, up the arse, get everything for Christmas sorted out. Then probably a late night Swifton, but you know. And I've cheated. I already know what's coming in the low cost calendar. And oh dear, that's a strong one. But we'll talk about this fella first. So, lovely. It looks bran. You know these lights. I do have a thing with these lights. There we go. So yeah, it looks chestnutty in colour. I suppose you could call it ruby in some ways. A whitehead. And it's nice to be settling down now, knowing that you're going into Christmas Day. For all those that obviously aren't working, you know, it's not nice if you're working. It's the one time of the year I despise working. That's around Christmas itself. New Year, don't really care for New Year. But around Christmas, don't like working it. And yet I did 5 years at Sainsbury's. Good evening, Merry Christmas. Yeah, it looks good, doesn't it? Nice spicy flavours. I'll just check what it says about the... Yes, thank you. Yeah, it needed it. It really did need it. Took about 10 years off me. It needed to. So it says here, 3 majestic hops with pale crystal malts in this mahogany. So it's mahogany. I got it wrong. Can't win them all. Produces a wonderfully rich, and warming beer with a spicy, citrusy orange finish. And it says Charnwood is a 21st century brewery. And it's in Loughborough based. So yeah. Yeah, looking forward to Christmas now. We've just had our Christmas Eve Chinese. And then I've got the kids, well, my daughter, son-in-law and little one coming around tomorrow. So should be nice day. And in some ways, this year, if you're not really keen on the rest of the family or in-laws, it's great, and it's the perfect excuse. Oh, I'm a bit worried about coronavirus, so look, we'll leave it this year. You know, if you don't want to see people, it's a laugh, isn't it? You know, sometimes excuses are the perfect. Good evening. Yeah, the good excuses. Sometimes excuses fall into your lap, and it's like, oh my God, what an awesome excuse. I would say without a shadow of a doubt, Beaverdale's Barola is absolutely exquisite. I've got a new one that I'm getting for Christmas off the wife. God, that's a really nice malty beer. And it's an Amarone kit. 85 quid she paid for the kit. She's a good one. Yeah. She might not like me drinking it. She goes and buys me beer kits and stills and wine kits and that, so yeah, she's not helping herself. Oh, Baileys and Tia Maria. I do like Tia Maria. I do like the cheaper version on sale at B&M as well, Soiree's version of Tia Maria. Lovely. Although Tia Maria now, they've rebranded it and calling it Gold Brew. Well pissed. Steaming. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. So I can't remember what happened after I left the shed. I can't remember putting the duck on. So we had some roast duck, and usually I tear it apart, and I didn't. I think I plonked it on the wife's plate, and she wasn't happy with me last night, yeah. And I don't even remember anything after getting to the house. Even my little and 10-year-old called me drunk dad, apparently. So I'm being good tonight. 2 beer reviews, no sneaky reviews, and then straight back up the arse. And I've got reviews to do tomorrow, so, you know, don't want to go into Christmas on a bad one. Ooh, Guinness and Baileys, eh? No, never tried Buckfast. Ooh. So, yeah, good malty beer. Nice spiciness to it. I know after the first one, you think to yourself, right, that's it. I'm not going to go to the sink and open it in the sink. I've never had anything gush as bad as that one I opened on an early review. I think I was only on about 180 at the time. Opened and it went all over the shed. Cheers. Definitely getting the spiciness from this. Spiciness, malt. Not got the citrus just yet. Oh no. Right at the end, a little bit of citrus at the end. Nice beer though. And I think I've got another one from Charnwood somewhere. I know I have. Somewhere on this beer wall. That many beers. I need to have a rejig after Christmas. Somebody's given me a TV stand to fit on a wall. So my computer setup, which I'm going to utilise a lot more. Obviously, at the moment, because these are all blind reviews, I haven't been naughty and checked them out. Well, I did the low cost because I know what's coming. But I haven't been checking them out, so I don't really have any knowledge on the beers. Wow. I'll have to do that. Well, the last one could be a gusher. Although I peeked to look at the size of the bottle. It's only a dinky little bottle like that. But it's 16.5%. It might be bloody wine for one, I know. But it's a strong beer at 16.5. Interesting, eh? This is 4.5, but the low cost one's 16.5. So that'll be interesting. I won't need any more beers after that. Yeah, flipping out, I looked at it the other day and I didn't really take much notice. I just looked at the ABV and I thought, oh shit, that's strong. Hence why only 2 reviews today. I've been good. I've not drank all day. So just come down the shed, get the reviews out of the way, go back up the house. We've still got Christmas presents to wrap. Bring down to downstairs. I've got presents in the shed. The dog's got a brand new dog bed. So big dog bed for him, bless him. And I'm going to wrap that up. And you wrap presents up for the dog and tell him there is. And he rips the presents apart, you know, and he sits guarding his presents. It's ever so funny. And he's been doing it all his life. Once you tell him, and he sits there by his presents guarding them. It is funny to see. Whew. Got some good twang to it. Went down the wrong hole really, but... And apparently parts of the UK might get a white Christmas tomorrow. Certainly going to be cold enough. But we need some dry weather. We certainly do. And good to hear that Brexit's been done. Finally. To not have to turn the news on and hear some twat going on about Brexit rather. Yeah, it'd be nice. All on that day comes when we're not hearing about COVID as well. That'll be another nice day. Then again, I suppose you've got to give the ITV something to bullshit about, and BBC. You know, stirring the shit like they have done all year. Never realised that the news people stirred so much shit as they have done. I mean, there's so much positivity in the world. Why the bloody hell did they have to post all the negative stuff? Some of that stuff you don't want to know. Yeah, it happens. I don't want to know. You know, positive. Imagine turning the news on and just saying, yes, Raggy tonight he's just reviewed a 10% beer. I mean, that'd be funny, wouldn't it? But no. I doubt it'll ever happen, mind you. So yeah, I was at the start of the review, I was going to say my impressions of the old, adventure beer advent calendar, and to be honest, it's been a cracking calendar. It's been a good variation of beers, even a hemp lager. Well, it tasted like hemp to me. Yeah, bit surprised that the last beer was not the Baboonska. That threw me. I thought Baboonska would be number 24. I knew it was coming, but I thought it'd be the last beer going out of a bang, shall we say. But overall, yeah, well worth the price. 75 quid, 24 very, 24 decent ones, maybe one bit iffy. And obviously got the glass. You never know. You've got the glass, you've got the blade thing, emptying. And you've got 4 beer mats as well. So, gotta say, very well pleased with, spending that money. Because 75 quid, a lot of money to pay out for anything. And, and obviously you're helping all them local breweries. Because each one of these advent calendars is 75 quid's worth from a local brewery. So, all good in that respect. And yeah, I think it's my second beer from Charnwood. And again, nice beer, nice Christmassy type beer. The spiciness is, and the malt, good strong malt, good spiciness, that hint of citrus. Oh, lovely. And it feels much better having less air as well. It's funny how a haircut can make you feel better. Strange world, isn't it? You don't think it'd matter, would you? But you look in your mirror and you think, oh God, look at that. Yeah. I can see why most blokes, when they get to a certain age, shave it off. Oh, so the next beer is going to be the interesting beer, strength-wise at least. Yeah, very enjoyable. And I've got 7 days starting tomorrow to look forward to Totally Brewed, Nottingham-based company. 7 different beers, and they've got a theme for each day. And they've put effort, what they've done, which is really interesting, they've put effort into each day on a little backstory for each day. And there's a good gift box with it. So I'll be doing a few beer haul videos tomorrow morning. I presume I will anyway, judging by what people have bought me. I mean, even the neighbour across the road, she's bought me 3 bottles of wine, a red wine and a Prosecco. And talking to her today, hello, good evening. And talking to her today, and the wind last night, I don't know if it was windy where you live, but the wind blew one of her fence panels down. And she just says, I can't lift it up to put it back into place. So I went over, repaired the fence panel, couldn't fucking lift it up. It was, because of all the rain, it was absolutely as heavy as hell. But I managed to put it down. And I also fixed the gate while I was there on Christmas Eve. But you don't mind doing jobs for people, do you? Nice people that can't really do it themselves. So, yeah, good, spicy, malty beer, a little bit of citrus, and that quite nice and Christmassy. Out of 5 for me, good traditional beer. Certainly, if you're a fan of traditional beers, you're going to love this beer. It's it's the chords there. Certainly not a craft beer by any means. Out of 5, about 4.2 out of 5. Does it taste good though? Scores really don't matter because everyone's got their own interpretation. But the thing is, for me, it's a good traditional beer that I would say most pub drinkers would eat, especially the older generation, not so much the craft beer, but certainly the older generation will love this. And that's it for this review. Time to flick it over and go to the next review. Thanks for watching. And if you're around, about 2 minutes, text me about 2 minutes to put the next one on. Cheers. Oh, and Merry Christmas if I don't see you again. I can turn this off.